guys, so I'm here to do my 6-week pregnancy vlog. So 6 weeks, so really basically the 5th to 6th week. So 6 weeks has been pretty eventful in terms of symptoms. I basically feel sick all the time. Not to the point of throwing up yet, thank God. And I'm still, fingers crossed, that I don't get hyperemesis again this time. But normally, on my previous pregnancies, the hyperemesis has not kicked in until 7 weeks. So, we shall see what happens. It's pretty early for me to be having all these symptoms, which is starting to make me worry a little bit that maybe there's more than one baby in there, but, you know, I always do this. I always think there's more than one because I have this huge belly, loads of symptoms, never this early really, but, you know, the chances of twins are very, very unlikely, but twins do run in both my husband and my parents' side of the family. So, you know, it's always a possibility, but, yeah. Anyway, so symptoms-wise, really congested, as you can hear. I do have this nasal spray that works really, really well, that's safe to take in pregnancy, which I've been using. I try and just keep it to like when I feel really congested, so I try not to use it all the time, hence why I'm sounding quite congested now, because it's, you know, it's getting later in the evening, and, you know, I don't want to use it now because it's getting close to bedtime, so I should just remain congested until tomorrow. Anyway, so that's the first symptom, is congestion. I still am having these problems with upset tummy. Every morning, it's kind of like a routine now. I wake up and my stomach just feels like it's churning, like it literally feels like I want to throw up and go to the bathroom at the same time. And I don't know which to do. It's just like churning, and it just feels so gross. And what I tend to do is like run to the bathroom and make it in time, which is always a blessing. And yeah, remain there for a while and feel rather faint whilst that's happening. I kind of get all like hot and sweating and like start feeling I'm going to pass out. I haven't passed out yet, thank goodness. But yeah. And then what will happen is I'll go into the kitchen and get, you know, a bowl or something to prepare myself in case I'm going to throw up. I don't know how people do it in other countries. I've noticed that in the States people kind of like, this is really TMI, kind of throw up into a trash can or something, which I just think is really weird, to throw up into the bin, because there's like obviously loads of liquid, and it's like, I don't know, just in this country, England, we do not throw up into bins. I mean, that is just really, really gross. And you probably think how we do it is gross. But I've never been the kind of person that likes to throw up in a toilet, because I just feel like my head going near that area is just really, really gross. And I won't throw up in this sink, because that's where people wash their hands. And even though obviously I would clear up after myself if I was sick in the sink, that's besides the point. I just think it's a bit gross. So how I kind of do it is I get like a bowl. We have like a puke bowl. It's a family puke bowl. And, you know, if anyone needs to puke, they use the bowl. Anyway, I'll get the bowl, and when I'm done, tip it down the toilet and like sterilise it and everything. So yeah, that's how I do it. And you probably think that's really gross, but we think how you do is gross, so we're kind of even, if that makes sense. Anyway, so I'll, in the mornings, I go to the bathroom, then go get the bowl just in case I need to throw up, which I haven't done yet. Normally dry heave for a while, and then try and have a drink, and then when it's settled down, I try and have something to settle my stomach, like a bit of dry toast or a cracker or something. And then within about half an hour, my tummy has kind of settled down a bit. I've probably had to go to the bathroom again by then. I know, this is so gross, but this is the truth. Anyway, so that's what it's like. I basically feel yuck all day. When I'm eating, I feel quite good, like I'm enjoying food, and I'm eating fine, and I'm really enjoying eating, and I don't like to be hungry because that makes me feel really sick if I haven't eaten for a while. If my stomach's empty, I feel really nauseous. So I try and keep food in my tummy at all times, and but once I've eaten, I start feeling sick again, which is really miserable. And in the evenings, I kind of do this thing where I eat my meal, I really enjoy it, I'm all happy and like, yay, that was lovely, that was just hit the spot. And then I'll start feeling sick, and then I'll be like, oh no. And then it's kind of this battle to keep my food down, because I really don't want to throw it up, because then I have to like start eating all over again. So I have this like battle trying to keep the food down. And I've been okay so far. I haven't actually thrown up, so that's really good. But what I've been doing to help me, and this is really, really gross, but this really, really works, and I'll show you what I've been doing. Spit pot. And I just get something like this, and you can just spit into it, because the reason why you throw up a lot of time is because you have a lot of saliva in your mouth. When you need to be sick, or when you feel sick, your mouth produces a lot of saliva, which helps you to throw up. And if you can try and, instead of swallowing it, which obviously will make you throw up, if you can spit it out, you can kind of prevent vomiting. And this works really well. So if any of you other ladies out there are suffering with morning sickness, give it a try. It is really gross for everyone else, having to see you walk around spitting into a pot, but it can help you not be sick. So do give it a try, and it really, really works, because it's making me feel sick just thinking about it. Oh. Yeah, you spit out your extra saliva, and I kind of have to carry it with me everywhere I go, which is pretty awful. I actually had to take it with me to Asda the other evening. I kind of hid it in my handbag. It was empty, obviously, and I had it kind of stood upright in my handbag, and I kind of, yeah, it's pretty gross, but it was very much needed, and it worked. It worked, so I can't complain. So that's what I'm doing at the moment to manage the morning sickness. I'm trying to keep my fluid levels up, and like I said, just try not to be have an empty stomach. My boobs are still quite sensitive. Like, the entire boob is quite tender. Constantly going for a wee, and yes, that's always fun. And I'm just so unbelievably tired. I cannot remember with any previous pregnancy feeling this tired. I feel like a baby that needs to have a nap every half an hour. And obviously I have 4 children and a disabled husband, so that's not happening. I'm not having naps. So it's pretty miserable. I just feel like so tired I could just cry. I literally, right now, knowing that I have to like bath the kids, put them to bed before I can even get a chance to put them to go and lie down myself, it makes me want to cry, if I'm honest with you. It makes me really just want to cry like a baby, because I'm just so unbelievably tired. It's like, now I'm doing this video, and I really had to force myself to make the video, because it's kind of the last thing I want to do right now. The last thing I want to do is make a video about moaning about my symptoms, because I just want to lie down and get my pyjamas on and snuggle up and enjoy spending some time with my kids before bed. But I really wanted to make this video, and on that point I really just wanted to thank you guys again for subscribing to my channel, for watching my videos, because like I've said before in the past, I know that my videos are quite bad quality. They're made on my iPad or my iPhone, and you know, they're not very well edited, and the lighting is always crappy. And so I just wanted to thank you so much for, you know, standing by me and watching my videos. But on a good note, my husband has said that it's coming to the point now where it's a priority really for me to get a decent camera and you know, a little computer, so that I can actually make decent videos for you. And I would just ask that if you could try and bear with me for a bit longer and be patient with me. It is something that's quite high on the priority list. It is something that's going to be happening. So if you could bear that in mind and, bear with me, and hopefully very soon, or sooner rather than later, I shall start making some decent quality videos. And so, yeah, but in the meantime, if I do get really sick, I mean, week 7 is normally when hyperemesis starts, or morning sickness really kicks in. And if it comes to the point where I am really, really sick, it might well be a case of I'm just grabbing my iPhone and just saying, I feel sick, okay, goodbye. Do you know what I mean? That kind of vlog, very short to the point, and probably really crappy quality with me looking like crap. But once that stage of the pregnancy has gone, I hope to be really putting my effort into making decent vlogs for you guys. So yeah, but I wanted to show my face and tell you a bit more about this week. And the spit pot is the main theme for this week. And yeah, I am really, really emotional. Crazy emotional. Again, I don't recall feeling this emotional in previous pregnancies. I just feel like I'm crying about everything all the time. Like, today I was in the car and I was driving and I started crying to the Frozen CD, right? And don't laugh, well, you can laugh because it is funny. But I started crying to it, and I was thinking, what am I doing? Why am I crying to the Frozen CD? And I was telling my husband about it. He was like, are you serious? You're crying over the Frozen CD? Why? And I was like, because you know how, like, Anna got struck by Elsa's ice hand, or whatever it is she gets struck by. And then because she's got struck in their heart, there's no way they can... No, she got struck in the head. Or wherever she got struck, because she got struck like that, she was going to freeze. And the only way that could cure her was true love's kiss. And then it was sad to me because then I realised that it was her sister. Obviously I didn't realise, I know it because I've watched the film countless times. I have 4 children. I have to watch it all the time. Plus I love it. But, it's the fact that it's the sister's true love, not the man. Even though she was in love with the man and he loved her, that wasn't the answer to the problem. It was her sister, true love. Anyway, it's not sad now, and I don't know why on earth I found it sad at the time. But I did, and I was sobbing, and I was like, oh my goodness, I need to pull myself together. And that's just an example of, like, how crazy weird my hormones are at the moment. My brother said that I've turned into a turtle because a crazy... No, what did he call me? A tragic turtle or something. He said I'm just walking around really bad-tempered and horrible. And yeah, I am really. Everybody is getting on my nerves, and if there's a possibility of a smell, I get really, really angry. Like my brother's got a dog, a Staffordshire Bull Terrier, and he's old, and he breaks wind a lot, and his farts are deadly. And I'm so frightened whenever I see the dog that he's going to fart that I've become irrational about it. And when my brother comes to my house and his dog's with him, I'm like, he's going to fart, please don't let him fart. And he's like, he's not going to fart. I was like, he might fart, and it's, he farts, I'm going to die. But yeah, because I will just, seriously, I'll be vomiting or at least dry heaving lots if, So yeah, smells still, really not a good thing for me. Anyways, that's it really. Tiredness, emotional, nausea, the spit pot, upset stomach, and congestion. Yeah, so yeah, that's this week for you. And I better go because the time is ticking. And I will see you all, guys. I will see you guys for week 7. See you later, guys. Bye.